everyone. I hope you've had a lovely Easter holidays and you've been out in the sunshine, maybe enjoying the paddling port, and maybe you've even had a barbecue. But we're back now to a busy week of home learning, and we're going to start our Tuesday worship by lighting the candle. Jesus is the light of the world. Shine, Jesus, shine. And we're going to start this morning by thinking about a new value for this term, which is generosity. I looked up the dictionary definition of generosity, and it said the quality of being kind and generous. To me, it means going out of your way to help someone. You can be generous with your time, your money, your skills, anything really. You can probably think of lots of times recently that you might have been generous, or you've seen others being generous. Some of the kindest, most generous people at the moment are those working all around the world to help those who are poorly and helping them get better. They're risking their lives and their health to help others. People we might know, people we love, our family, our friends, our neighbours, and people we've never even met. They're being generous with their time, working long shifts, going above and beyond, using their skills to save lives. I expect many of you have been standing outside every Thursday night, clapping, banging saucepans and making a noise as a way of saying thank you to our NHS workers for their generosity at the moment when things are all a bit different. I found so many images of people showing thanks and support. I'm going to read you a story now about a woman who shows generosity. It's called Washed with Tears, and it's on page 280 if you've got the Jesus Storybook Bible. One night, Jesus went to dinner at an important leader's house. The important leader invited his important friends. They were all just sitting down to eat when a woman walked in. She was not invited, but everyone knew who she was. "Who does she think she is?" the guests whispered. "How dare she?" The woman was a big sinner and everyone knew it. The woman walked straight up to Jesus. She was carrying very expensive perfume. Now the thing about perfume back then was that it didn't come in bottles. It came in jars, and the jars were made out of precious stone. But here's the catch. The jars didn't have a lid or a stopper or anything, so the only way you got perfume out was if you broke the jar. Once you broke the jar, that was it. You had no more. Most people didn't use perfume because it was too precious. They just kept it on a shelf and looked at it. So you see, this perfume was her most precious thing in all the world. It was her treasure. The woman knelt down before Jesus like he was a king. She held Jesus' feet in her hands and she started to cry. Her tears fell onto Jesus' feet, washing them. She kissed his feet and dried them with her long dark hair, and then she did something strange. She broke the jar and poured the perfume all over his feet. Everyone gasped. What a waste! Over someone's feet. Such expensive perfume. It smelt like lilies in a summer field. Jesus looked at the woman and he smiled at her. What she had done was one of the most wonderful things. Just as Samuel had anointed David, God's true king, all those years before, so this woman had anointed Jesus, not with oil, but with her tears. The important people were cross. They thought Jesus should not be kind to this woman. That woman's a sinner, they grumbled. We're the good ones. And it's true, they did look good from the outside. After all, they were keeping all the rules. But Jesus could see inside people, and inside, in their hearts, Jesus saw that they did not love God or other people. They were running away from God, and they thought that they didn't need a rescuer. They thought they were good enough because they kept the rules. But sin had stopped their hearts from working properly, and their hearts were hard and cold. This woman knows she's a sinner, Jesus told them. She knows she'll never be good enough. She knows she needs me to rescue her. That's why she loves me so much. You look down on this woman because you don't look up to God. She is sinful on the outside, but you are sinful on the inside. In our story today, we can see that the poor woman gave everything she had and showed real generosity toward Jesus. Her most prized possession, the perfume, which would have been really, really precious to her, she put and used to wash Jesus' feet. The others in the room couldn't believe that she was using something so precious to wash somebody else's feet. but she knew that she needed to be right with God. Jesus saw on the inside that she was a kind, generous woman, and most importantly, she knew that she was a sinner. In the Bible, in Matthew 5 verse 16, it says, "Let your light shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father who is in heaven." What this verse is basically saying is that we need to shine our light through kindness and being generous to other people. This is what Jesus would have done. We're going to sing a new song this morning for our worship, so if you don't know it, then you can play it a few times over and over again, and hopefully the video will have the lyrics and the actions for you to join in with. So let your light shine.
Creep, 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 in the dark fear comes to blow out all your lights. Doesn't want you telling everybody that Jesus rules all right. Let your light shine, whoa. Let your light shine, whoa. Let your light shine and let Jesus shine through you. Giant fears are really small when all you see is God. Don't be afraid to stand up tall and give a great big shout. Let your light shine, whoa. Let your light shine, whoa. Let your light shine and let Jesus shine through. 'Cause I'm not scared, I'm gonna let my light shine. And you're not scared, 'cause you're gonna let your light shine. We're not scared, we're gonna let our light shine. 'Cause Jesus is Lord, and He's gonna let His light shine. You ready to see it? Let your light shine, whoa. Let your light shine, whoa. Let your light shine and let Let your light shine, whoa. Let your light shine, whoa. Let your light shine and let Jesus shine through you.
I hope today that the story that we shared together really challenged you, and I want to challenge you this week to see if you can be a light to somebody around you, maybe somebody that lives with you or somebody that lives in your neighbourhood. And there are some really simple ways that we can show kindness and generosity to each other. Maybe you could send a photo of your pet to somebody who's feeling a little bit lonely at the moment. Maybe you could watch a film with somebody and video call them at the same time. I've tried this one recently with some of my sisters and it works out okay. Maybe you could reach out to a friend or a family member or a neighbour who is experiencing loneliness. Maybe you could give them a call with your grown-up and just have a chat with them about what they've been doing, about what you've been doing over the last few days. It doesn't have to be anything big, but you can be a light for somebody in this dark time. If you want some different ideas, there's absolutely loads of them online, and I'm sure a grown-up will be able to help you. What we're going to do now is we're going to have a time of reflection. I'm just going to play a song, and I want you to either just listen to the words carefully and think about how you could be somebody's light this week, or you might want to talk with the people at home, maybe you've got a brother or sister, or some grown-ups that are living with you, about what you could do, what small act of kindness and generosity you could do to be a light.
Savior to all, came to rescue the weak and the poor, chose to serve and not be served. Jesus, you have called us, freely we've receive now. Freely we will give. We must go. Live to feed the hungry. Stand beside the broken. We must go. Stepping forward. Keep us from just singing. Move us into action. We must go.
Okay, I'm going to say a prayer now, and if you want to make the prayer your own at the end, you can say Amen. Dear Lord Jesus, thank you for all of those NHS workers who are working on the front line every day, showing acts of kindness and generosity towards everyone they come across, helping to save lives and look after the people that we love and care about. Lord, help us to show acts of kindness this week to others around us, and help us to be a light in these dark, difficult times. To end our special time together this morning. Jesus is the light of the world, a light no darkness can put out. Remember to comment below and let us all know here at Forest and Sandridge what you've been doing to show kindness and generosity to those all around you. Bye.
Live to feed the hungry, stand beside the broken. We must go, stepping forward. Keep us from just singing, move us into action.